Kill 'em!
This week, listen to Radio Disney to find out how you could win a super allowance. $5,000 over the course of a year could be yours. Super allowance. Details on Radio Disney.
All right, cue standard open.
This is Radio Disney Now Podcast Uncut with Miley Cyrus.
So you took over Radio Disney, lots of fans called in, and a lot of them look up to you. What kinds of decisions are made when it comes to being a role model, stuff like that?
I think just always knowing that, little girls and, boys too are watching and, looking up to you. So I think just to always keep that in mind and kind of base your decisions, not only, what's exactly right for you, but also, you want the kids to walk away and being able to say, I want to be like Miley, and that be, a good thing. That'd be good decisions. Hey guys, what's up? I don't know if you know this, but if you go to radiodisney.com and press speak, you can leave me messages. I've got one here from Simone, who is 15 years old and lives in Nevada. She put, "Hey Miley, I just want to tell you that you're my #1 role model." Well, thank you very much, Simone. Thank you for your message. It's so cool to hear people, say that I'm their role model and that they want to be like me, because I'm working really hard just to keep that up and put out a positive and some cool music and inspiring music for you guys. So thanks for rocking out with me. Hey Summer, it's Miley.
Hi Miley. I just wanted to know, what is it like to star in High School Musical?
Oh, it was so fun getting to be in High School Musical, because I got to go and, see my friends on set, and also it's really fun to check it out and get the sneak peek of all the music, before anyone else got to hear it.
Yeah.
Just taping, they were all dancing to it. So, I had it stuck in my head, and then I finally get it out, and then I go to the premiere of High School Musical, and now I've got all these songs stuck in my head.
I know. I get that song stuck in my head all the time, then I hear it again. I'm like, oh, I love this song. You're my idol. So.
Oh, thanks so much.
Yeah.
Thanks for calling.
You're welcome. Bye.
Radio Disney Now Podcast Uncut with Miley Cyrus.
And congratulations. We learned about the tour today.
Yes, the tour is something that I'm so excited about. That is the most exciting thing that I've done, with everything that I've been working on. I've done so many cool things, in the past 2 years, and this is probably one of my favorites. Hey, Hannah, how's it going?
Hi, Miley.
Hey, how are you, girl?
How does it feel being a rock star?
It's really cool. I'm getting ready to go on tour in October. So it's sometimes, it's really, really fun, but the rehearsals are really long and they're really hard. So right now, being a rock star is very tiring because you're, dancing all the time, and you got to learn how to sing and dance and be able to move around, but I'm really excited.
I want to be a singer when I grow up.
You do?
Yes.
Well, keep rocking out, girl. Thanks for calling.
You're welcome.
Bye.
Bye.
We're having where Miley and Hannah are on, possibly on the stage at the same time. You don't really know what's going on. That you look up and you've got the same person twice on the stage, only as the different people, but it's the same person, so it's kind of confusing. But this show is more than just it's not just going to be a concert, because I want people to be able to come and not say, oh yeah, it was a really great concert. We want them to walk away and say that was a great show. They put on a great show.
Radio Disney Now Podcast Uncut with Miley Cyrus.
What was it like working with the crazy Jonas Brothers on your show, Hannah Montana?
Actually, it was our most successful episode ever. So we've done 2 seasons, and this was our most successful. So we, had help from them for sure, because their fans are amazing. Hey girl, what's up? It's Miley. How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm great.
Yeah. How is it to work with the Jonas Brothers?
It was so much fun because, having, them on the show was awesome, because we have the same, kids around all the time. And it's kind of like, going to school when you, are always with your friends. And it's so cool when you have someone new, come and to add to your group or whatever. So it's so fun to have some kids our age around. And they were a blast. And now we're about to go on tour together, too. And we live in October. So that'll be so much fun, because we're going to spend Christmas together. And my birthday is in November. So we're going to celebrate that together, and Thanksgiving, and just get to be together all the time. So that'll be a lot of fun.
I know. I love the Jonas Brothers.
You do? What's your favorite song of theirs? Have you heard their new CD?
SOS.
Oh, isn't that so good? I love it too. I've been to a lot of their shows now because they're really good friends of ours. And so going to their show, everyone, is always singing the words to that song. It's a great song. And I'll be sure to tell them you said hi.
Okay, thank you.
The Jonas Brothers, they were great friends of mine, and the writers knew that. And so the writers were like, hey, do you think you could get the Jonas Brothers on the show? And they just kind of started working on it. I was like, yeah, we're great friends. I could totally try to, pull some strings for you. So I'm still holding that up, on the producers and the writers. I'm like, I got the Jonas Brothers on the show. We got Dolly Parton to come on the show. You got to get, someone of my personal favorites to come up. So then they got like Jesse McCartney, and we had Brooke Shields, and so that was really cool. Just, having friends on set.
Radio Disney Now podcast uncut with Miley Cyrus.
Oh, yeah. What do you think fans want to know about you the most?
I get a lot of questions. Like, I think what's really cool about my fans is because they want to know so much personally about me. I think that's really cool. Is, just not just knowing about the show and stuff like that. They know all about, the real me and, personally what's going on. So I think that's really cool when they ask about family or, pets and friends. I think that's really cool. If y'all know the code word of the day, you guys can be registered to win $5,000. So make sure you remember. Hey, Olivia, it's Miley. How are you?
Good. Do you go to public school?
I did before I moved out here. And then in 6th grade, that was my last year of getting to go to public school. And now I do all my school at the set. So it's kind of like being at a regular school because the cast, it's like, you go into your classroom and you sit down and the teacher gets up at the board. It's kind of like the same thing, only it's a mini class. It's like, 4 or 5 of us in a class at a time.
Who's the class clown?
The class clown is definitely Mitchell. We go over to his, his little section, and he has like a basketball goal tied up in his, little spot where he sits, and he's always doing like spitballs at us and passing notes. He's the one that usually gets in trouble, and it'll be me and Emily will be going right along with it, We'll be joking around and laughing at him, just being silly, but he's always the one that gets in trouble.
That wraps Radio Disney Now podcast uncut. Roll theme.
Theme up.
Cue announcer.
This has been Radio Disney Now Podcast Uncut with Miley Cyrus.
Stand by for promo slate. Cue.
For more Uncut, click on podcast at radiodisney.com.
Announce tune in. Cue.
For more of your music your way, check out Radio Disney on the air. Click on My Station at radiodisney.com.
Okay, people, we're out in 10. Final pass.
Radio Disney Now Podcast Uncut when you need to know it all.
Out in 5.
Keep announcer mic up. Kill mains.
Giving you your music your way from your artist. Radio Disney Now Podcast Uncut.